Welcome to the channel, guys. Today we're going to go in great detail and talk about the 3 tips that you need to understand, the 3 strategies that you have to keep in mind, and the methodologies to implement those strategies to ensure that you can start a successful eBay business. Now, we know for a fact that eBay is one of the biggest platforms in the industry right now where you can sell online, you can trade online, you can buy online, and obviously you can be a business owner, a developer, a dropshipper on ebay.com. And there is an endless list of categories that you can select from and get involved with. And one of the major things which a lot of individuals tend to do is that they get a portfolio and they focus on all the products. Now, obviously, one of the things that I always mention to individuals that are starting a dropshipping business is that the initial strategy that you need to have is that. But once you start looking at seeing a particular product that's being sold, then you need to double down on that particular product. Let's say for the first 3 months, you're going to be focused on a lot of different categories. You're going to go for electronics, you're going to go for motors, you're going to go for fashion, you're going to go for collectibles, you're going to go for sports, you can go for health and beauty. And obviously, once you understand that which product is being sold, what your audience is looking for, what audience are interested in, then you got to double down in that particular product. And obviously, one of the major things that you know and need to understand is that with dropshipping business, every single 3 months, you need to go back and reevaluate what your business is doing. You have to look at your data, look at the information that you get from individuals to see exactly what is happening and what you need to do. Now, after you've done it, you need to understand one particular item is that once you've gone back and reevaluated your strategies, one of the most important things you have to keep in mind whenever you're starting business on eBay is the fact that you need to keep in mind the levels. Now, these are very important elements, and obviously it comes from the fact that you get positive feedback. So you need to understand how your seller performance is evaluated, and obviously this comes from a score rating. A seller information, as you can see, has stars over here. So on the view item page, in addition to the item description, there's a seller information section, guys, which is crucial. This is where buyers can see your feedback score as well as your feedback star rating, which is a particular colors in bracket next to your seller's name, and your percentage of positive feedback. The feedback star is going to be in red, and the feedback score rating is going to be 2,260 for this particular individuals, and the positive feedback percentage is going to be 99.6%. This literally means this is the most important element because this gives a lot of value to your store. It gives a lot of value to the buyer to understand that you're a person that means business, you're a professional individual, you're a store, you're a business, you're an organization that understands what customer service is and knows exactly what and how and when to do what needs to be done. And your seller name, your logo, and your feedback rating are going to appear under your listing titles on the eBay app. With more than 60% of the eBay transaction have a mobile touch point with the eBay app, one of the most important shopping apps in the US, guys. So obviously you need to have a detailed feedback rating. The star rating is very crucial to understand, from yellow, blue, purple, red, green, and obviously you need to make sure that you have a very good feedback score to ensure that you're always ahead of the game. And obviously, keeping that in mind, you have a positive feedback percentage so people understand that whenever they're buying something, they can have the assurance that you're definitely going to be an individual that is definitely going to take care of their needs. Now, after you've done it, you need to understand the next aspect of eBay is selecting a niche, is understanding what you need to sell and not focusing on a lot of things. That is the reason why I always tell individuals to go for electronic needs. For example, if you're going for automobiles, if you're going for electronic, if you're going for mobile phones, you got to focus on one particular item and build your business around it. For example, if you go for phone cases, focus your store on different elements related to phones. Look at cases, look at Bluetooth, look at elements people need connected with phones. If you go for automobiles, you want to make sure that you actually have the business being developed as a brand and it has all the requirements that people want to get. And for that reason, I would definitely select, for example, this individual over here. And if you go and open this particular shop, we will be able to see the luxurious leather car holder wallet flip cases. And obviously, as we've spoken about, this individual has 263,772 stars with a 98.3 positive feedback. So Green Apple is definitely an organization, is a business that knows how to do a well-organized dropshipping business. And we need to copy those strategies. We need to understand what they've done, how they've done it, and obviously implement those strategies in developing our own business. So once we open the store, we will see that this is an individual store, CJ Fashion, and they have all these amazing products related to phones and everything to do with phone cases, everything to do with phones. They have it available. You won't see anything about apparels. You won't see anything about dog leashes. You're not going to see anything about kitchen. You're not going to see anything about home improvement is going to be focused on one particular niche, and they're developing a brand based around that element. And I feel that is very important for anyone to understand what business and dropshipping is all about, because you want to make sure at the end of the day you're able to start your business and develop yourself as a brand. They have sold 1.3 million items and they have 4,700 followers with a 98.3% positive feedback. So imagine if they sold something for $1, they already made $1.3 million. And if you can look at the prices over here, how much they're selling their items for, everything is around $6, under $10. So let's say an average of $8 that they're selling items for, and they've at least made around $8 to $9 million of just this store on eBay. So this is a massive organization. This is a massive opportunity for you guys to understand exactly what you need to do. They have 83 items and they've actually made around $5 to $8 million, guys. That is huge. And that is how this started and what they did. And all you need to do is follow this video and understand the tips and tricks and strategies that we're talking about to implement them on your store and execute them flawlessly to ensure that you're always a step ahead of your competition. The third tip is the seller's level and performance standards. Now, we all know for a fact that the quality at the end of the day is one of the most important elements that you have to keep in mind. Whenever you have a good quality, whenever you have a good rating, whenever you have individuals that understand exactly what needs to be done and how it needs to be done, that is how your business is going to grow. If you do not give quality, if you do not meet the customer service, if you do not provide proper customer service, if you do not understand your customers' needs, then you will not be able to do a successful business. Now, obviously, with eBay, they keep a very close eye on what's happening in the actual platform. So they have seller levels. You have the top rated, above standard, and below standard. Now, obviously, top rated is where you're one of the best sellers on eBay. Above standard is where you're meeting the minimum standards of sellers and looking after your customers. And below standard is that you're not meeting one or more of the minimum requirement for customer service quality. And to become a top seller, guys, you got to make sure that you're consistently delivering outstanding customer service. And obviously, once that is done and you've completed 100 transactions and done 1,000 in sales with the US buyers over 12 months, you'll be able to increase that particular element. And that is how you do it. It's very simple. You drop them an email, you tell them, listen, I have been a top seller, I've been working very well, I have no issues whatsoever, so you can increase my limit. And you'll be able to increase your limit and start doing more business on eBay. It is literally as simple and straightforward as that. I'm going to put the link of all these elements in the description below. You can ask me any questions whatsoever, and I'll be more than happy to help you answer them and provide you the proper information that you require to develop a successful dropshipping business on eBay.com. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, guys, do subscribe to the channel and do not forget to press the bell icon. Share this video with your friends and with your family so they can also find out the right 3 tips that they need to ensure to get the right information to start their dropshipping business on eBay.com. Stay tuned for our next video. Until then, take care.